Well, what's going to fly apart?
Nothing.
Mighty confident. I bet nothing flies apart. I bet there's some oil comes spewing out somewhere.
Optimism.
Well, we missed out on the majority of the rain yesterday. Some of our fields got a pretty good rain. We didn't get very much here at the house, but we got one more good chance of rain today. I got like a 70% chance of rain this afternoon. There's some storms, and then after today, the weather is supposed to take a really pleasant turn, like north winds, temperatures mid upper 80s, and most importantly, no humidity. So after losing gallons and gallons of sweat over the last couple weeks, really looking forward to that. Anyway, we got our hydrostat stuff back. There's the 2 hydraulic motors, and we still got the hydrostats on the back of the truck. We'll use the forklift to get them in. We're just waiting on Tennessee Tractor to show up to help us put all this stuff back on. Could Zach and I do it ourselves? Yeah, we could, but this stuff is heavy. Several of the pieces are in really awkward to get places. Plus we got the fan and fan house, gotta go back up in there, and a third set of strong hands sure will make this process a lot easier. But
And the person who took it apart in the first place being back out here.
yeah, there's some shims and stuff that came out that I was talking to Cotton Scout when they took it out. I don't really know exactly where they go back. So just to make sure we get it done right the first time and get this done before Zach has to leave for his new job, we're gonna get Tennessee Tractor out here. I mean, heck, I done spent probably, I spent close about $25,000 on this picker in parts and service costs so far. I mean, what's another $700-800? I mean, it's just money. I can't take it with me. Don't want to give it to Joe Biden, so might as well give it to Tennessee Tractor. But in the meantime, we've gotten our drive shaft that goes between the engine and the hydrostat. I've got new U-joints in there. They weren't bad, but take that stuff out, you just replace it anyway. We was seeping a little bit of oil on the valve cover gasket last year. I thought going to, I've already put a new valve cover gasket on there. Before we put all this hydrostat stuff back in there, we're going to replace the rear main engine seal on there. We got pretty much all of the head work done. Zach got all the spindles replaced and everything. I think we wound up replacing somewhere just a little less than 800 out of the 2,860 spindles on there. I've got the bar height set on 2 sets of heads. Still got 4 more to do, but that shouldn't take too long. And we've got our road track guidance and stuff taken apart, replacing all the potentiometers and stuff. Just I'm giving it one last shot to try and make the auto steer on this thing work and track the road. If this don't work, it's just going to be manual steering until I get a round baler picker, I reckon. That got all of our mess up under the picker cleaned up where we lost all the oil and everything, so got a nice clean surface. And oh yeah, and I almost forgot this hole that we had here in this fan housing. Got a fiberglass repair kit, and I got 5 layers of fiberglass epoxy back on there to fix that hole, so that should be good to go for a whole lot cheaper than what a new fan housing would cost. I didn't even price the fan housing. I just know it's going to be a heck of a lot more than the $100 that fiberglass repair kit was going to be. Anyway, I reckon just going to work on some of these odds and ends like the road track guidance, get that to put back together while we wait for Tennessee Tractor to get here, and then we'll see how big of a sweat we can break today getting this stuff back in here before all the humidity dissipates. All right, Tennessee Tractor just showed up. Let's get this party started. All right, here's the bolts right here.
That was on this side,
I think there was too. All right, ready when you are.
At least they cleaned them up for you and everything, didn't they?
Yeah. They weigh a little more too. It's got new metal in there that was wore away the first time.
Is this wore out?
Yeah, that's the one that had the cracked swash plate in there. No, the motor. Well, I mean, the motor was wore out. It was a pump for that one that had the cracked plate. No, he said they was all pretty wore.
How many hours on this thing?
Like 3,500 engine, maybe.
That's it?
It might be close to 4,000. I can't remember.
That's it?
It's been a year. Yeah, it's been a year since I checked it.
Ready?
Yep. All right, got the hard part out of the way.
Sliding around, huh?
Oh. So I told you probably want that green chair.
It slid, what happened? It started anyway.
Yeah, I got it started. All right, let me find the right socket and wrench.
3/16, so I'm gonna go get items.
Yep. Bearing wasn't bad, but I got the clutch out, and I mean, the disc was nothing but powder. I mean, there's a handful of discs there. You want to take a guess what that clutch cost? That electric clutch?
$1,000.
$2,860. I about had a freaking stroke.
I guess it's a good thing you're doing all this so it hasn't failed, I guess.
Oh god, yeah. I don't think it would last a year. Well, the clutch was down to pretty much metal on metal, throwing sparks.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, this clutch would not have survived, or this picker would not have survived this year if we hadn't done all this work. Yeah, everything's ready to go back. There we go. I think it's inch and 13/16, I think. All right. Now we're ready for the heavy motor.
Ready?
Yep. Oh, pull!
What's open? The knot. There you go.
All right, hold it. Let me get over here and get situated, and don't let it fall on my crotch.
Where's the nuts going?
In this bucket. I can't see
Go
what.
this way. Go up a little bit. Oh, hold on. Down a little.
The splines ain't gonna be lined up.
I need to kind of turn it by hand.
I doubt it.
Put that pair of channel locks. Get 'em.
Are they still above your head? You can rock the picker back and forth. That'll get them lined up. There we go.
Oh, we got zip ties. These.
I think so. That's a lot easier than doing a dead man lift.
Do what?
That's a lot easier than doing a dead man lift. He just pulled the flywheel off. Yeah, I'd say we struck oil. Definitely needs to be replaced. Sad thing is I had both the front and the rear main seal replaced like 3 years ago, and I'm 99% sure the front's leaking also. But we'll try and get these leaks fixed right here and maybe tackle the front one next year. All right, we got our unit drive motor right here. We got it installed, the pulley on. We got our transmission drive motor got it installed. I'm just working on getting all the hoses hooked up. Got one more to hook up there. Deer Mechanics working on the rear main seal. We'll put that in and then we'll go back in with both hydrostats. This stuff is going back together a heck of a lot faster than it come apart. Of course, having this fan motor out, you know, where I'm standing right here has made this job a million times easier. Just a trick for y'all that have to do this again. Pull the fan and the fan housing out. Make this so easy. All right, now we're going in with the big hydrostat, the drive hydrostat. And I need a bigger shot. Make maneuvering around in here a little easier.
All right, come on.
Can I lift up and tilt forward a little bit?
We're going to have to come up anyway. Down.
All right, you got to tilt forward.
Hang on, we're hitting this bracket back here. Wait, fall forward a
You're
bit.
going to have to lift up and tilt forward.
Lift up a little bit. Up.
What's my fork gun again?
Hey. This right here. Come on in. What's he need? Up.
We're through the shaft's through the hole. Come on forward.
Up.
Oh, got a hose catching.
Up, come down.
All right, now we can come on down if you got
Down.
clearance.
Up. Right there. Any more?
Yeah, come on down another inch. Oh, all right, ease it in. Oh, right there. I'm going to rotate it a little. So I can't get this in the end.
How you gonna rotate it?
That I don't know. Might be able to screw it in.
Hang on. I can get a prop on it, put it right there, and that's what's
All right.
There's a wrench somewhere. Come on.
All right, trying to lift the flywheel back up in there and get it back on the engine. Got to do some contortioning.
Can we
I mean, you got about another 2 inches, and the hook's gonna be hitting on the brace.
If I hold it, can we reposition the rope to around that center brace?
Well, the rope needs to slide over back towards me a little bit. Plus, the flywheel needs to go back over towards me a little bit.
Somebody pull it back that way. Grab
Which
it,
way?
grab the flywheel and pull it back.
What do you think? What do you think it weighs? About 300-400 pounds.
It's a good 350. I mean, if we went over that top brace. All right, ease off of it. Ease off of it. It's gonna lean back up against it rear end. Come on, ease off. Sure. A little more.
Down. All right, we finally got smart.
All right. Woo.
We run the strap all the way through there and hook the forklift. Use it to pull it up.
No, fuck y'all.
I finally got it back up on there.
Hey, you don't run another service guy off. He said he ain't coming back no more.
All right, or I'll call Alamo next time.
That'll be fine.
He's coming down now. Woo! That's what I'm talking about.
The cattle trailer I need for Friday morning is parked behind my barn with no gravel. There ain't no way I'm getting this thing out.
Well, what do you say we call it a day?
good with it.
I think we can get it finished up tomorrow morning. We got the fan housing back in, got the unit drive motor in, got the transmission drive motor in, got the big hydrostatic pump in. All we have left to do is put the unit hydrostatic pump in, get belts tightened up. And you probably can't see, we got drive shaft and pulley to put on there that goes to the unit that goes to the main hydrostatic pump. And then a few hoses and stuff, clamping stuff up, and then check and make sure she doesn't leak and she moves. That's the goal for tomorrow morning. I'm out, I'm getting me a beer. Well, yesterday's definitely proof that God has a sense of humor. Been asking everybody to pray for us on videos for the last several videos, and what does he do yesterday? Y'all want rain? Here's you some rain. 4.06 inches in about, what, 2 hours?
2.5.
Yeah, I'm thinking we might have some problems out in our fields. Kelly was there checking yesterday, and water got out of the creeks. We had the Mississippi River running down through some of our fields, so hadn't checked the damage. I'm kind of scared to, but might have to be renting a track hoe here this week or next to fix in order to fix some culvert crossings.
You know that water was moving because that ditch is every bit of 25 foot wide and 30 foot deep, and it was running a foot over the top of it.
All right, at least a foot over top.
7 foot or
Eight foot
culverts in there. That water was doing some moving yesterday.
So that's proof that God has heard y'all's prayers. I appreciate it all. Y'all can stop praying now, though. I think we're good for a while. All right, we done a little bit more work on this thing this morning. Got a neutral start switch on the hydrostat replaced. Got half the drive shaft in. Now we're ready to put the second half in, put the pulley on, put these drive belts on, and then lastly, we'll put the last hydrostat in here. All right, worst part of this job is now over. We got this pulley back on, got the drive shaft back on. As you can tell, there is literally no room to work up in there. Got all those bolts that got to go on that side. Definitely not one of John Deere's better designs, but we got the hard part out of the way. Only major thing left to do is put that pump back on. That'll be after lunch. I'm getting hungry. Well, you want to let lunch digest for a few minutes to go see how bad the damage is on the culverts?
I'm scared too.
Yeah, I kind of am too, but sticking my head in the sand is not going to make a problem go away. Well, here's the first culvert crossing I'm worried about. Looks like our barricades actually did a pretty good job, but I mean, when you got water coming up at least 3 to 4 feet over the top of this, it definitely did some eating away. Laid down a little bit of corn.
It definitely ate this side worse than...
Yeah. But it didn't undermine or cut through around the culvert or anything, so... Yeah, I don't have a dirt pan right now because it's over at J&S getting welded up, but I think this can be fixed with a front end loader. You just gotta find some dirt somewhere. Yeah, let's ease on over down this ditch and look at Frank Smith's and see what it looks like. It could be worse. Well, we might have had to do any bush hogging over here this fall. I got my pass laid out.
That's what happened, man. The culvert come apart.
Yep.
Be careful, it'll take away. It's all gone right there where you're standing on top of.
Yeah, we're gonna need a new culvert right there. And that's gonna be done before our corn harvest or soybean harvest. I thought all my beans would be laid over going down through there.
And you're gonna have to have a track over. I don't think John's backhoe could reach that deep.
Man, it would take forever to dig that up with a backhoe. Well, I mean, it'd do it, but God, I hate operating a backhoe. I think our big one over here is gonna be okay. Just gonna have to fill in some dirt. It ate it back a pretty good ways, worse than the other one.
Bro, I ain't seen them bricks in a couple of years. It ate quite a bit over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to rent a track hoe because I need to reach down in there, pick up a lot of that concrete and stuff, and put it back up on here.
You're gonna have to clean this mouth out too. That's what caused you problems over here.
Well, yeah, that's gonna have to be cleared out. Well, it's kind of bad, but it sure could have been a whole lot worse.
Barricade's held up real good though.
Yep.
Considering.
If those guardrails were there, I hate to think what would have happened.
If them guardrails wouldn't have been there, that whole thing would have gone.
Yep. Luckily, he didn't get out too much more and lay very many beams down. Well, looks like I need to do some calling around and find a track hoe to rent, or maybe I'll holler at Dylan. Maybe I can talk him into bringing his track hoe down here.
That would be the collaboration everybody's been waiting on for the past 2 years, I think.
Yeah. Well, I've seen all I need to see. I guess we go get that cotton picker finished up now.
I'm blind.
Come straight forward. Inch more. Oh. We still going to have to lift it up in there, and I don't remember how we got it out.
There's a ratchet strap on it. A ratchet strap.
Oh yeah. Went in through the top. I don't think that's going to work on getting it lined up. And we're going to get the shaft lined up.
I tell you, ain't it just pretty much sitting on that one fork?
Yeah.
Can we just slide that right fork all the way out of the way? And I could.
That would probably work. That would at least let us support it all the way up in there. All right, start cutting it. Oh. All right, up. Oh. A little more. All right, come on in. A hair more. Oh. Man, it looks like those splines are lined right up. God dang it.
Get back some more.
Sweating like a freaking pig. Well, I can guarantee you this is the last time I'm doing this project. Baler picker go John Deere. Looks like it needs to be rotated some more. More. Up and tail forward again. Oh, we're way off now. Oh. All right, that's good. We can try backing out a little bit to where the fork end of the forks are thinner and letting the back end drop down some, and I bet it slides on in there. Be nice if this thing had studs on it. Just slip it on.
It's gotta go.
I got one of them in there real good. All right, let's try easing it back. All right, down.
Okay, now push.
Oh,
Hold on.
there we go. All right, back on out.
Yep.
Whoa.
All right, We got it all back in there. I think we got all our hoses back on, everything tightened, and now we just pumping this oil back up in here. But we had to pump all the oil in because in all their wisdom, John Deere decided to make the fill up on the reservoir literally right here under the basket, and it's almost impossible to get 5-gallon bucket poured in. All right, you want to crank it up and see how big of a disaster we got?
Gets in the words of Dale Earnhardt, spin the tires and light the fires.
Well, what's going to fly apart?
Nothing.
Mighty confident. I bet nothing flies apart. I bet there's some oil comes spewing out somewhere.
Optimism.
All right, fire it up. Alright, I saw where see where we supposed to put this plug in. They had a cap on the bottom of the hydrostatic motor instead of the top where I took this Allen plug at. Yeah, well, we had to wind up replacing a short return line that was split right there on the end, and had a couple other small drips that we had to get tightened up, and I think she's ready now. All right, you ready to try take two? We got it this time. Well, the picture's moving when he's trying to get in neutral. That's a good sign. Alright, we got the transmission in neutral, but it's pushing the hydrostat forward, so it's still flowing oil through the motor, and the motor's turning just at the transmission's in neutral, so it's not going to move. But that, well, I'll be able to tell it's got any kind of leaks or anything. Alright, everything looks good. We're going to try and back it up just a hair. And it moves. That's good. Tell you what, they got all this brand new shiny black paint on these hydrostats. It's really hard to tell if you got an oil leak or not. It all looks wet.
I don't hear anything dripping on the floor or on the draper belt, so
it looks good. I think we done it right. You say it's a lot more responsive.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, you barely got to move the hydrostat, and that thing started walking.
Yeah, the guts of them was pretty wore. I don't know if I told y'all or not, but $13,500 to rebuild both hydrostats and both motors. They said the hydrostats had a lot of significant wear on them, but the motor that drives the units, the pump, the hydrostatic pump that drives the motor that drives the units had a big crack in the swash plate, and it was about to grenade itself, and then we contaminated that whole hydraulic system with metal. And you talking about an ordeal getting that cleaned up. Plus, I mean, been repairing it out in the field too. Hard enough in the shop. I hate to think of it in the field.
Yeah, it sucked enough in concrete. I wouldn't want to do it dirt, grass, and cotton stalks.
It would suck. But don't have to worry about it. Preventive maintenance. Well, that's pretty much going to do it for the picker. We still got a couple little odds and ends to do on it. The auto track, we got finished bar heights and everything, but I reckon this will be, I'm going to go ahead and close out the video here. And sure, a lot of y'all know Zach is moving on to bigger and better things. Had a great offer from Tyson that he absolutely could not refuse. Was it outside?
Yeah, I'll be working with be working on the management level of the live production side.
Yeah, live production manager's official title or whatever. So he'll be going around to all the new barns that Tyson or that farmers are building to feed the new Tyson plant here in Humboldt, making sure they're following all the rules and regulations. So this is his last full day out here. Y'all might still see him out here some this fall, helping out on the weekends or whatever. So might not be the last time you see him, but last time he'll be out here full time. So been with me what 6 years, 6.5 years.
6.5 full time. I figured it up last night. 16 last month. 16 years ago was the first time you called me to come help in the hayfield.
Zach, actually, when my dad passed away in 2005, suddenly in the middle of the year, Zach and his brother helped me out a lot that first year, and then Zach's helped out off and on. Were you still a senior in high school or fresh out of high school back then?
I was in between my senior year in high school and freshman year in college when I first started.
So, but yeah, he helped us out quite a bit off and on, especially during harvest time up until, was it 2015 or 16?
2016.
2016, started working full time, and going to be a huge loss for us. Hate to see him go, but no, he's got a lot better opportunity for himself and his family. And wish you the best of luck. Really appreciate everything you done for us. All the hard times you fought through with us, and really helped make this place hum and be really successful. It's going to be impossible to place you.
This is I can say this without a shadow of a doubt. This has been the best job in my adult lifetime. There's never a dull moment. You're never working on the same thing. You don't ever fall into a routine. Yeah, it's the same thing every year, plant, harvest, repeat, but there's nothing on the planet more rewarding than this job. I'll say that much.
It was the best job up until the last 2 weeks when we started this project.
Oh.
We did have to send you out on a bang, though.
I'm glad that this is done. I'm glad that I can.
I've been dreading it all season, and I'm glad it's done too. Yeah. Hopefully, we won't have any hiccups from equipment on the personnel side. I don't know. It's going to be kind of a patchwork crew. We have extended a job offer to somebody that we feel is extremely qualified, but he cannot start immediately. It'll be a few months before he starts. He hasn't let me know if he's accepted the offer or not, but we think he'll be a great fit, and that's all I'm going to say, because I don't want to screw up. Where he's working now or anything like that. But if he winds up accepting the offer, y'all find out soon enough. But in the meantime, our plan for this harvest is probably want to swap things up a little bit. Our middle son Nate, he's going to come back to the farm and help us. We think he can drive a grain buggy, operate a module builder, and do odds and ends. And he'll be young and a lot more flexible than me working on stuff, and be a good opportunity for him to grow up and mature some, and also learn a lot, and that should be able to serve him well in his future careers. So I know
we're done with all that emotional stuff.
Let's get some panels back on, and we'll call it a day, and I'll just wrap up the last few odds and ends next week. I'm tired of looking at this thing. Well, guys, I'm going to end the video here. Appreciate y'all watching. We'll be back again soon.